how do we change smoothly and efficiently from backhand to forehand and forehand to backhand? First of all, here is the elbow structure when you play a backhand, the arm structure. So the elbow should be almost in line with the bat, if not in line with the bat. And on the forehand we need this position. So how do we change from here to here as quickly as possible and as smoothly as possible? So we need to play one, play the backhand, try not to move the elbow, and now move into the forehand position. Same thing when you play a forehand. Try to play a forehand and be in this position without moving your elbow. This will save you time, and this is something that the professionals do so well. It's going to save you a lot of time, even if it's, for example, half a second, a quarter of a second. This can be the difference between a point, and in table tennis, this is a lot of. Alright guys, so that video was over a year ago, me explaining how to change from backhand to forehand side, forehand to backhand, efficiently and quickly, in a smooth way. So at the same time, your body and your legs, it doesn't mean they stay still. They do go and move at the exact same time. And in these videos, I'm going to explain the process now of how your feet should move. What I believe is the right stance for when you play a backhand and when you play a forehand, and how you transfer between the two efficiently and quickly and smoothly. All right, so when you play a backhand, my personal belief is that you want to have the left foot slightly in front of the right, like this. Not too far in front. You want to be facing the other side of the table. So if you're going to play a backhand down the line, you want to obviously get your left foot a bit more even with your right foot so that you can actually face that position and play there. If you're playing to the middle or to the backhand, you want your left foot and right foot facing that way as well. This general position, when you change from a backhand to a forehand, it lets you change very easily, because when you go to play a forehand, the ideal position is also with your left foot slightly in front of your right, maybe a bit more so than the backhand. So that way you can change efficiently, play your forehand anywhere you want, and also for you to go back to forehand and back from forehand to backhand. So from forehand to backhand, that's one that most people struggle with. It's a bit less natural. You want to have your right foot here is quite a bit behind the left foot compared to the start of the video. But now going from forehand to backhand, being in this position lets you go back to the backhand quite easily as well. So some things that I perhaps missed out in that video that are really important or that weren't clear, I'll explain them now. So when you play a backhand again, left foot needs to slightly be in front of your right foot, not too much. So you don't need that much. You don't need your left foot in front of your right foot that much on the backhand. Especially if you're changing down the line, you need to be more equal, more square on. It's when you play a backhand cross court and to the middle, your left foot should be slightly in front of your right. This helps when you transfer to a forehand. So when you actually transfer to a forehand, your feet still need to be moving, because you always should be moving, getting ready for any random ball coming. When you change to your forehand side, then you do this. Then your left foot needs to be even more in front of your forehand, in front of your right leg, because it's easy for you to twist and play a strong forehand. Whereas on the backhand, you don't really have as much time to twist. You're more using your body back and forth and being strong with your legs, being strong with your hips, your chest. Common mistakes are trying to play the forehand with the left leg too far in front and being like this to get more twist. Sure, you have a more powerful forehand, but as soon as someone plays quickly to your backhand, you're stuffed. You're in big trouble. And the same goes when you play backhands like this. The same goes when someone plays to your forehand when you're playing a backhand like this. See in this position, someone plays here, I'm in huge trouble. I'm majorly stuffed. So okay, when you're constantly moving, your hips are also in this position on a backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand. So you can see the forehand relies more on turning, and the backhand relies more on straight back and forth moving with here. So here is very important, arguably more important than the legs. Another thing, so when you're moving from forehand to backhand, it's a less natural one. So your feet always need to be moving. So boom, then you need to try to get back in this. This is a good neutral position. left foot slightly in front of right. There's different opinions on this one, but they say it's generally good to wait for backhand first, because you can play your backhand. If it comes to your middle or your forehand, you can always go like this with your waist pretty quickly. Even if you don't have time to move your feet, you can still play something. Some people say it's good to wait here, and then back comes to your backhand, you go here, comes to your forehand, you go here. But the only thing you don't want to do is wait for forehand all the time. Someone plays quickly to your backhand, your left foot's in front of your right, you're in this position. Someone pummels your backhand, you're in big trouble. It's very hard to go here. Because from here to here is less natural than from here to here. Hope that makes sense, and good luck transferring fast from forehand to backhand and backhand to forehand.